Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is Chapter 25, Lesson 3. Go ahead and read through this section in Latin. Make sure you pronounce everything out loud, but because of the length of it, we're going to get right into a translation. So we have here, hic. Here Quintus says, go on to tell me about Theseus and Ariadne. Surely that girl followed Theseus, didn't she? Sira says, Theseus, leaving the labyrinth, says, the Minotaur Necatus est has been killed. Rejoice, my citizens. Look at my bloody sword. Follow me to the gate, to the port. Not portum. Portum is the port. There my ship has been prepared to sail away. Here we have a couple of constructions I want you to see. One, pay attention to the plural imperatives of deponent verbs. They look like the regular passive. Laitamini is the way you would say gaudete, rejoice, you guys plural. Intuemini is spectate, you guys watch. Also notice here we have ad navigandum, ad plus undum ending. This is a form of participle that we'll learn shortly, and you translate it like an infinitive, to sail, navigare. Okay, then, looking at Ariadne, he says, and you follow me. Here's the singular form of the deponent command, right? Sequere. Follow me. Set out with me to Athens. Athenas, accusative plural, motion toward, to Athens. Ariadne, who wanted nothing more, says, I am prepared to flee, to run away with you, she says. And without a delay, she gets up onto the ship of Theseus. Conscendit means to climb on board. Theseus loosens or frees the ship, or loosens the ship, and with the daughter of the king sailed to Naxos. Again, the accusative here acting alone as motion toward. But there, in the quiet of the night, he left behind Ariadne sleeping, and he himself set off from Naxos. In the morning, Ariadne, awoken from her sleep, she sought her boyfriend on the shore, and she did not find him. The wretched girl from the what did she do from the ground? She got up from the ground of the shore, and she climbed up onto a high rock, whence, looking out, she saw the ship of Theseus far out on the sea. And here we have the litus, the shore, and the saxum that she climbed up onto, the rocks. Then, even though her voice was able to be heard by nobody, Ariadne called out to her boyfriend running away, who was running away, Teseu, Teseu, reverter ad me. Theseus, Theseus, return to me. Again, the imperative of the deponent looking like an infinitive. Revertere meaning the same as ready. Return to me. And a voice, and not any response. No response was returned to her, except for the voice of herself, which the hard rocks returned to her through an echo. In a little while, the ship went off from her sight, and she was no longer any sail. Ulum velum was able to be discerned on the sea. Ariadne therefore went down onto the shore, descendit being the opposite of ascendit, okay, get down, and ascender, get up, and running about here and there, with many tears, multis lacrimis cum, with many tears, she was tearing her hair and her clothing, like men who are mourning are accustomed to do. And so she was the very wretched virgin young maiden was mourning, who was loving, who by the man whom she loved above all other men was left behind alone. You'll have to finish this on your own, and we're going to the exercises.